As the world becomes increasingly densely populated every year, it may be difficult to find places where natural plant and animal life has not been affected by humans in one way or another. Despite the fact that practically every square centimeter of land has been explored to some degree, the Amazon rainforest remains one of the most untouched places in the world, as well as one of the last remaining places that scientists and researchers can use to study and discover new information about what the world might look like without the negative influence of humanity. The Amazon rainforest occupies an incredible area, totaling approximately 6 million square kilometers of land that spans across 9 countries in South America. What is even more amazing is that the Amazon is said to be the largest remaining tropical forest in the world, making up approximately half of all the tropical forests on Earth combined. This vast territory is very impressive and provides great biodiversity among the plants and animals in the region. Today, we will look at the 10 most dangerous and terrifying creatures that are hiding in the Amazon. But before we begin, please tell us in the comments about one of the most terrifying animals or plants you have ever encountered in the wild. Electric eels, as is well known, are incredibly dangerous, but they also have shockingly impressive abilities. These underwater creatures are capable of producing incredibly strong electric discharges, the voltage of which can reach 840 volts. The electric charge is usually generated by their electric organs, consisting of numerous electric plates. Throughout their daily lives, these floating power stations use their abilities to kill prey and help themselves navigate through the murky waters in which they live. Contrary to what you might think, technically these aquatic inhabitants are not eels in the classic sense of the word, but rather belong to the class of freshwater fish. In approximately 1800, German researcher Alexander von Humboldt wanted to study the power of electric eels more closely. Together with a group of researchers, this scientist drove several horses into a body of water filled with electric eels. The eels were clearly frightened by the loud sound of the horses' hooves, so they began to shock the water to protect themselves. Their strikes were so powerful that 2 horses lost consciousness and eventually drowned in the water. Brazilian wandering spider. As the name suggests, the highly venomous Brazilian wandering spider primarily feels at home in some of the most remote tropical forests in the world. In addition, Brazilian wandering spiders are also found in Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina. The toxin that they can inject into their prey is considered the most venomous toxin in the world, at least the most venomous that can come from a spider. Since the Brazilian wandering spider is often found on banana trees, it poses a serious threat to people who work there, and there have even been reports of such spiders climbing inside bananas. However, it seems that most of these reports are simply made up, or at least we hope so. Anyone who is bitten by such a spider complains of nausea, circulatory problems, and severe muscle spasms. It is not uncommon for the victim to go into shock, which ultimately leads to respiratory arrest. To protect themselves from the venomous secretion of the wandering spider, banana pickers usually carry antivenom with them. If taken in time, there is a chance to survive the toxin and remain in good health. However, without the use of antivenom, a person is almost certainly doomed to a painful death. The anaconda is part of the python family, and is considered one of the strongest snakes in the world, as it can strangle its prey in a matter of seconds. These snakes are no joke, and the longest anaconda ever recorded by scientists had an incredible length of around 9 meters. Experts suspect that such large specimens can weigh up to 200 kilograms, but we cannot be certain. However, even in the world of the big anacondas, such sizes are extremely rare, and most of these snakes are much smaller. The length of most anacondas ranges from 2.6 to 3.7 meters, with females significantly larger than males. With their strong, muscular bodies, large anacondas hunt a variety of prey that come close to their natural habitat. They not only attack to defend themselves but also eat their prey. These snakes eat almost anything that moves, and as soon as an animal gets too close, the snake grabs it in a matter of seconds. Instead of killing their prey with a bite, anacondas wrap their bodies around it and suffocate it before eating it. Fortunately, such snakes rarely attack humans, but in some rare cases, they may mistake humans for prey or attack them if they feel threatened. Although for the most part, people in tropical forests do not need to fear anacondas. Black caiman. A single glance at the massive black caiman is enough to understand why this armored lizard is known as one of the largest predators in the tropical forests of the Amazon. Their incredible size means they can grow up to 6 meters in length, and the heaviest individuals of these lizards weigh around 300 kilograms. Like all other caimans, the black caiman belongs to the alligator family. Although these animals are among the most amazing in the tropical forests of Africa, we know very little about them. Their lives are largely a mystery, but we know that they are almost always found near large bodies of water, and they create large nests near hills using dead plants and soil as cover. Mostly they feed on fish, birds, or small mammals. However, in some cases, they eat smaller reptiles as well. When black caimans go hunting, they usually hide beneath the water's surface, concealing their eyes and other body parts until they are ready to attack. However, if you have seen their eyes, it's already too late. They attack without warning and grab their prey in their jaws in record short time. Common vampire bat. This name may seem like a joke, but it's not. The common vampire bat is a name given to a group of bats that, like their mythical namesakes, hunt living creatures and drink their blood. These bats are the only known mammals that feed solely on the blood of other living creatures. When they go hunting, they usually feed on the blood of cows, horses, donkeys, or birds. What makes them truly unique in the animal kingdom is not their bites, but the pathogenic microorganisms that can be found on their fangs from their previous meals. These pathogens are incredibly toxic and can cause the death of a human or animal within a few days. Therefore, although the actual vampire bite is relatively harmless, the bacteria it contains is more than enough to kill a horse, cow, or human. Poison dart frogs. At first glance, the poison dart frog may not seem too dangerous. Unlike other frogs in the tropical forests of the Amazon, they often have beautiful colors, but these pretty frogs hold an unpleasant secret. They are capable of secreting an extremely toxic chemical through their skin, which acts as a defense mechanism, taking the life of anyone who dares to touch them. According to scientists, there are at least 200 known strains of venom that exist in these poisonous frogs. Therefore, it is very difficult to stop their infection once it enters the bloodstream. It is known that some of these toxins affect the nervous system, while others can cause severe convulsions and difficulty breathing, ultimately leading to certain death. The tiny poison dart frog is known as one of the most poisonous creatures on the planet. However, what is even more interesting about them is that they are not actually poisonous. Instead, they produce their venom on their skin from various types of poisonous plants and insects that they eat every day, and therefore, their toxins are so difficult to predict. We have no idea what they will decide to eat during their next meal. Red piranha. I'm sure everyone has seen the horrifying image of a piranha swarm. Some create a cloud around their prey, biting until there's practically nothing left. These fish surround their enemies in the water and leave only a mangled mass of bones and tissue. The red piranha is one of the scariest and most destructive fish and is often found in many rivers in South America. They hunt in large groups, usually consisting of at least 30 individuals, mostly hiding in dense river or pond vegetation. Once here, they hide until 2 or 3 piranhas start attacking, eventually attracting the attention of the whole family and delivering impressive destructive blows. With their countless tiny razor-sharp teeth, they swarm their prey, tearing off piece by piece of bone and flesh. These fish are known as some of the most ruthless killers in the animal kingdom, and they won't stop until they take another bite, often leaving victims' bodies unrecognizable even under severe injuries and in cases where the piranhas leave anything behind. Bull shark. Unlike its numerous relatives, the bull shark is capable of surviving in freshwater areas of the tropical forests of the Amazon. These sharks are one of the few species that live not in salt water, and there are many of them in the tropical forests of the Amazon. These swimming hunters are known for their amazing strength, as they possess dense musculature that helps them dominate in competition with marine inhabitants. Each of these sharks grows to about 3.3 meters in length and weighs about 200 kilograms. They are very heavy and often feed on bony fish, mollusks, and crabs. However, when things go wrong, they even resort to eating other sharks in a gruesome battle to the death. Fortunately, bull sharks rarely attack humans. Only 23 cases of bull shark attacks on humans have been recorded. Although some experts believe that these figures are significantly higher since victims did not survive the attack to tell about it. It is believed that many attacks associated with great white sharks may actually be bull shark attacks, but we simply do not know for sure. Viper. Vipers usually hunt small animals, reptiles, or amphibians. However, if a person approaches too closely, they will strike at that target without hesitation. What sets these snakes apart from others is that they do not back down from a fight. Many snakes attack once or twice and then leave the enemy alone. Some do not even bite and simply run away, but vipers attack their enemies in a terrifying manner, never retreating from the fight. With their sharp fangs, they inject venom into their victims, causing dizziness, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and ultimately death. Recently, we have been able to develop an antidote to their toxins, but it is only partially effective, and it may be necessary to amputate several limbs to stop the spread of the infection. Jaguar. Jaguars are the third largest cat in the world, often weighing around 125 kilograms and are excellent climbers. To attack their prey, jaguars rely almost entirely on the element of surprise, usually pouncing on their next target without warning. Their teeth are razor sharp, and the strength of their jaws is formidable. They can easily overpower a deer, a sloth, a turtle, a lizard, and even a human, and they don't hold back in doing so. This is undoubtedly some of the most terrifying wildlife in the Amazon rainforest. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please support me with a like and a subscription, as this is the best motivation for me. See you in the next episode.